Hello, hello everyone. In this discussion, in this lecture, we will learn how to divide fractions with unliked denominators. So if you haven't checked my previous videos yet, so I've posted videos for adding, subtracting, and multiplying fractions with unlike denominators, and this would be the next series of fraction videos, which is the dividing of fractions with unlike denominators. And just like the multiplication of fractions, this is a very important note that when dividing fractions, you never find a common denominator. So unlike adding and subtracting fractions where you have to have or to find the LCD or the least common denominator, for multiplication and for division of fractions, you will never find a common denominator. Instead, for the division of fraction, you need to remember this, the KCF, or the keep, change, and flip method. So KCF method when dividing fraction. You keep, you change, you flip. So that means you keep the first fraction. So the first fraction, you keep it. You change the division of the sign. So if it is division, you change it to multiplication. And then you flip. That means you take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So keep the first fraction, change the sign from division to multiplication, and then flip. That means you take the reciprocal of the second fraction. Alright, let's have an example for a basic division of fractions. So we have here 3/4 divided by 2/5. And remember the flip, the KCF. So we need to keep, change, and flip. Keep 3/4. Don't change anything about the first fraction. Just keep it as is, 3/4. And then we change the division to the multiplication. And then we flip. The last one is flip. From 2/5, which is the second fraction, you flip it to 5/2. So keep 3/4, change division to multiplication, and then flip 2/5 to 5/2. And so it becomes like this. So 3/4 times 5/2. Instead of 3/4 divided by 2/5, it now becomes 3/4 times 5/2. So from division, it becomes a multiplication of fraction. And it is so easy when it becomes a multiplication of fraction. Why? Because if it becomes a multiplication of fraction, all we need to do, as you can see here, we can now multiply the fractions instead of dividing the fractions. So when we multiply fraction, it is easy because all we need to do is multiply the numerators. That's 3 times 5 is 15, and we also multiply the denominators. 4 times 2 is 8. So 5/8. And this may not be our final answer yet. Why? Just like our previous videos, we always need to check if we could simplify 15/8. Can we reduce it? And this one is actually an improper fraction. 15 divided by 8 or 15/8 is an improper fraction. Improper fraction is when the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So when the numerator is larger than the denominator, it is an improper fraction. And when you have an improper fraction, you always need to convert it into a mixed number. So what you need to do is you need to ask yourself how many 8s are there on the 15th. So, or 15 divided by 8. 15 divided by 8 is actually 1 and 7, 8. So there's 1, 8 in the 15th. So, and that would be, and there's still a remainder of 7. 7 over 8. So 15 over 8 would become 1 and 7, 8. Alright? And then can we simplify 7 over 8? I don't think so, right? So 1 and 7, 8 would now become our final answer. So if your teacher or your instructor would allow you to have 15 over 8 as your answer, this could also be the final answer. But if not, then you need to change it into a mixed number, which is 1 and 7, 8. So either of these two could be a final answer depending on your teacher or your instructor. Let's go to problem number 2. Here's problem number 2. What happens if we divide a fraction by a whole number like this one? 5 6 divided by 3. How would you do that? No, 5 6 divided by 3. So a whole number can be written as a fraction by putting it over 1. So what we need to do is we will change 3 into a fraction. How? By making it as 3 over 1. 3 over 1 is also equal to 3. So it would become 5 6 divided by 3 over 1. So we cannot divide this like that in that format, so we can change 3, the whole number, into a fractional format. So it would be like this. Instead of writing it like this, 5 6 divided by 3, we have 5 6 divided by 3 over 1. Right? And now remember KCF. Alright. Oh. So KCF, remember KCF? Keep the fraction, the first fraction, 5 6. Change division into a multiplication, and then flip the second fraction from 3 over 1 into 1/3. So K, C, and F. And now that we have fractional form, it would now be very easy because we just need to multiply the numerators. 5 times 1 is 5. And we also multiply the denominator. 6 times 3 is 18. So is this our final answer? Well, that depends if we can still reduce it or not. Can we still reduce 5 over 18? Or can we simplify it into, or can we put it into its simplest form? Alright, what do you think? Can we simplify 5 over 18? So we need to check if they still have common factors. So 5 is a prime factor. What about 18? 18 is 2, 3, and 3. So there is no common factor. Therefore, 5 over 18 is already in its simplest form. So that means our final answer would be 5 over 18 because we cannot reduce it. So that means that would be the final answer. If you have questions, please leave it in the comment section. Problem number 3. Complex division with 3 fractions. So what do you think would we do if we have 3 fractions like this? Now how can we apply the change, flip, or rather no, keep, change, flip if we have 3 fractions involved? So we have 2/3 divided by 4 over 9 divided by 1/2. How can we solve this kind of division of fraction? So what you need to do, when you have multiple divisions, what you need to do is work from left to right. So you need to move from left to the right. So from this side going to this side, left to right. That means you need to divide 2/3 and 4/9 first, right? So step 1, we follow the rule of from left to right. So that means we need to divide the first two fractions from left to right, which is 2/3 divided by 4/9. And to do that, we keep, change, flip. Keep 2/3. Change to multiplication. Flip 4/9 into 9/4. It is now multiplication, right? So what happens if we multiply it? It would be like this, right? So 2 times 9 is 18, and then 3 times 4 is 12. So the answer for the first part is 18/12. And we now have 18/12, right? We can even simplify it. Yeah, we can divide both numbers, numerator and denominator, by 6. And what happens is we can reduce it into 3 halves. So 18/12 is now 3 halves. So the result will now be divided by 1/2. Remember, we still have another fraction. So our result of the first division is 3/2, or 3 halves. And now we divide it by the last fraction, which is 1/2. Now, I will ask you, instead of using 3 halves, do you think I could still use 18/12 and divide it by 1/2? Would the answers be the same? Yes. So if you did not reduce 18/12 and you divide it immediately with 1/2, will it be the same answer if it would be 3 halves divided by 1/2? The answers should be the same, right? So the purpose here of reducing it is so that we will have a much smaller number. Instead of 18/12, we have 3/2, a much smaller number. And then we divide it by 1/2. So when we divided 3 halves divided by 1/2, we keep 3 halves. We change division to multiplication, and we flip 1/2 into 2/1. And now we proceed to multiplication. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. Is this the final answer now? No, we can still simplify it. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And the final answer then, when we divide 3 fractions, the final answer is 3. Right. Final answer is 3. Now, method 2. Alright. There's another method actually. Instead of doing that thing, you can convert all divisions into multiplications at once. Look at this. Right? So if you can convert everything into a multiplication. Look. If you have something like this, look, that's division. 2/3 divided by 4/9 divided by 1/2. You convert everything into multiplications at once. So we have 2/3 times 9/4. Remember, we flip. So we change and flip. So that means it would be multiplication and flip 4/9 into 9/4. And then you also flip this one into 2/1 and then change. So what we did is we changed everything in one line. Instead of doing it into parts, we changed everything. So we changed division into multiplications, and each time we change the division into multiplication, the fraction next to it must be flipped. So 4/9 is flipped into 9/4, and 1/2 is flipped into 2/1. The only thing that we did not change is 2/3, the first fraction. And now that we have everything in multiplication, look, everything is now multiplied. And that would be easy too, because what we do is we simply multiply all the numerators, right? Or, look at this, see? So we have now 2 times 9 times 2, and then we have 3 times 4. So we multiply the numerators, 2 times 9 times 2, and then 3 times 4 times 1. Right? And if you do that, you can actually come up with a number. But in this case, you can simplify it first, So from here, that, this one, you can put it as 2 times 2, right? Because that's actually 2 times 2 is a factor of 4, right? And 9, we can put it into 3 times 3, right? 3 times 3. We do this so we could cancel out some numbers. So we cancel out 2 here, and this 2. We cancel out this 2, and this 2. And we cancel out this 3 with one of the 3's above. So what is left would be 3 in the numerator, and then we have 1 in the denominator, right? So look at that. So the answer would just be 3, right? Answer would be 3, right? So that's just an alternative method of solving. We factor them out. And here are important tips when dividing fractions. So never find an LCD or a common denominator when your problem involves division of fractions. Next, always use keep, change, flip. KCF. That is always the method. Convert division to multiplication. For multiple divisions, if it is multiple, you must work from left to right. So divide first the fractions from left to right, or you can convert all of them once, but you need to be very careful with that. Remember, you need to be very careful when you convert everything at once. But I think the best method is to work it from left to right. So divide fractions starting from left to right, and you continue until the last fraction on the right. And always make sure once you have the answer, you need to simplify. The final answer must be a simplified fraction, or you simplify or reduce your answer and present the final answer as the reduced answer, or the simplified fraction will be your final answer. Alright, that would be it for the division of fractions with unlike denominators. So check out my other videos, and please like the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So I'll be doing a lot of tutorial in any types of math subject, calculus, statistics, and other engineering math problems. So if you have questions about dividing fractions, just leave a comment below. Right, see you in our next video.